Okay, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So I'm back for part 2 of today's work with me in the salon. So my client here, we're gonna kind of take her out of the box and add some highlights for her. Um, just something different, I guess you can say. And then we normally also cut her down, which her hair grows out really quickly. So we'll do that after her color. And when I say color, you guys, we're just putting some highlights in her crown here, just to kind of give her some oomph. And it'll help. I mean, she's salt and pepper, so we're not trying to blend anything. She's fully salt and pepper. But this is just gonna kind of open her eyes up a little bit on her hair, just give her some emphasis, some assets or accents for her hair. So that's what we're gonna be doing, which it's a couple foils, you guys. Sometimes 1, 2, 3 foils can change the whole dynamic of your style and just kind of give you a little bit of life to something that you've had for so long already. You're so used to, now you get bored. This is how you get bored with your hair. So we're gonna take her out of bored phase and bring her into some more oomph. Let's call it oomph. All right, so when I say we're gonna do highlights in the crown, I'm really talking about this longer area here. We're not gonna really mess around with the shorter areas, because you can just do 1 to 3 foils in this area and it changed the whole head. Okay, so I'm gonna just part out her direct front here. Okay, so we're not gonna do anything to that area, and then I'm just going to foil out, they also call it basket weaving, some chunky pieces in this area. I want to tilt forward just a little bit for me. Hey. All right, so I'm doing some nice chunky pieces. Okay, with highlights you can do chunky. You can also do medium. It goes small, medium, whatever, chunky, whatever word you want to use. So I'm doing hers chunky because her salt is already super fine. So I want to bring some life to the crown, which is where I'm at right now. And she'll still have her salt and pepper, but this will give her a nice contrast between the really fine textured hair and some chunky strips. Okay, and then I'm just kind of feathering it. I'm not gonna go all the way to the root. So even though she's salt and pepper, that doesn't stop us from actually highlighting, because her pepper hair will lift. The salt hair is already as light as it's gonna get. So that's another reason why I didn't want to do them too skinny either, because then it's just gonna blend right in with what she already has. And then she has a lot of cowlicks too. So you kind of at the mercy of what her hair wants to do today. And that's just how I've been dealing with her hair at first. Like the first time we did her hair, we were trying to be super, put this here and place this there. You quickly learn with her hair that don't make a plan. Just go with it and see what her hair does today. And if her hair cooperates today, then that's what we're doing. If it doesn't, okay, fine, no problem. And we're just gonna go with the flow of whatever her hair wants to do today. Because her hair is a mind of its own. I've never seen anything like it. Her hair literally has its own mind. It's super disrespectful. So I am using lightener, of course. For highlights, you do use lightener. The brand I'm using is Schwarzkopf. I have a couple different lighteners. And I'm also using a 30 volume, but I'm doing it off the scalp. Most color companies do not recommend 30 volume on the scalp. So that's another reason why I'm also feathering it, because I know that lightener swells and it travels. So every company tries to claim that their lightener does not swell. Lightener swells because it has peroxide in the developer. So automatically it's going to swell and go up the shaft, but not super far. So me feathering it in and leaving that root area is perfectly fine, especially because I already know what her hair is going to do and how it's going to do. Okay, and then just making sure that I don't have any bleeding in between. Bleeding is when the lightener starts to seep through the area that you've already foiled and go under it or inside the part because you got too close or you were just too heavy-handed. Hey, so you guys know we did our restock today. So all of our products have been restocked on the site, bundle kits, all of that good stuff, body care, all of that has been restocked. Salon. Somebody got here super early or what? And then when you answer these calls and they say, hey, Crystal, I automatically know, let me hang up on you. You're trying to either sell me something or offer me some form of financial loan that I don't want. All right, so this will be the final foil. I don't want to go overboard, so I'm going to leave this as my final foil for now. Hey. To clean this thing out. Feeling okay? Feeling okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, so let me throw this out. Hi, you can come in. Hello. How are you? So which person is getting their hair done?
She is. I'm gonna leave.
Okay, so if you want to sit in the lobby, you can.
Okay.
It's your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's too much shopping around here for me to sit in the lobby.
You're gonna go berserk, so just try to limit yourself.
But
govern yourself accordingly at these people's store, okay?
But I'm dropping my baby off with you.
Okay.
In good hands, I know, because my mother is watching you 24/7 on the way.
She's probably on there right now.
She probably is on there right now.
Okay.
But
so she's getting silk press?
No.
Okay.
We want you to relax. Her hair is just so hard to manage.
Okay.
And she's away in school and she can't do anything. So you look at
you're
it
gonna
and
do
make
a
it determine.
virgin?
Yes.
This is time. Basically said it's time.
For me, she doesn't even want to do. She had a relaxer once before. I'm sorry to take up your time.
What are you talking about?
She had a relaxer once before, but her hair shed.
Okay.
And so she's not really comfortable with even getting another one, but her hair, she just can't manage it, and I can't either.
Okay.
And she's got, in these braids, there's a lot of hair in there.
Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna have you do in the meantime, sit right here, take those braids out, but don't touch your scalp. Okay, and then I'll get her together. I think she'll be fine. She's old enough.
Okay.
She'll get it. She will love it.
Well.
And then if it's shedding, I'll tell you what to do for the shedding since you're away at school, and you gotta learn how to just take care of it yourself. What you do? Don't go crazy, okay?
Well, I got it. Girls gotta do what she's gotta do. You're right.
Look, she ready for the stores. Go ahead. It's okay.
All right.
I will see you shortly, Mama.
With you and my mom. Oh my God.
She on here somewhere lurking. I'm sure
Yes,
she gonna
is.
shout you out at some
Yes,
point.
she is. All righty.
Okay, my love. All right, Mama. So go
By the
ahead.
way, I'm Stacy, and that's Lacey.
Nice, Stacy and Lacey. All right, mother and daughter. I like it. No, go ahead and sit right here. You're not gonna get washed yet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let it process. A client look at you. Go ahead and sit right now.
My kids are here.
Yeah, I came in my window.
And they were looking at you crazy, like
Like
deer in the headlights.
I woke her up. I was like, I thought that was your mom. That's why I was sitting there waiting on her.
Yeah, we're done with gingerbread building and all that stuff now. Now it's back to work. I go.
Yeah, my daughter just brought a gingerbread home too. And then her bus was delayed because of the so-called tornado.
All over my trunk. And Christian's not even gonna eat it, so it is what it is.
So she's just sitting here.
Yes, because her top one is not ready yet.
Okay.
All right, you guys. So we are going to do a virgin relaxer on my client. She is in you're in college, right?
Yeah.
She's in college, and she just needs to be able to just take care of her hair and just do what she has to do. She's a little afraid of the relaxer, which I think she'll be fine. No, she's about to get a relaxer.
That's why I say her first relaxer.
Oh, I thought you said that's a relaxer. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is your second relaxer because she had one before and it didn't work out for her. But I'm gonna teach her what to do and when to do it so that she can maintain. Yeah. And where are you going to school? What city? Oh, okay, you're in Tallahassee. Okay, so you definitely either gonna have to find a stylist up there that you can either go to for maintenance, or you're going to learn to do the maintenance yourself. But one or the other, you kind of still need both, unless you come every time it's time. Okay. Look at all this hair. Oh my gosh. I'm super excited because I love relaxing long hair.
Thank you.
This is the perfect opportunity for me to teach you guys about relaxers and how they work. And when you have a long hair client that's coming from a virgin to the relaxed side, it takes steps. It's a step kind of thing. It's a process. Oh, thank you. All right. Hi, I was
For us at home. No, because the vacuum is like the size of a quarter. Okay. So it just went for small stuff like hair. Maybe sand or dirt, but not to
Where's
vacuum up like big
my
things.
phone? I got a reference number for the call. Thanks. Hi, Shelly. I have a reference number.
Okay, what's the reference number?
I as in igloo, 872-528-058. Yes. Sure, what's the next available?
We can do it on Monday, please, and then do it that by.
That's fine. Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right, so I'm putting on a protector cape for. I can find it. There we go. This protector cape is because her hair has to get elongated, and I don't want relaxer all over her back. So this is used so that it protects the cape. It also protects her back from getting relaxer everywhere. And we're gonna kind of do this in sections as it should be done. So you guys will get to see how we do this from beginning to end. You can, you'll take those out, and then you'll shampoo her twice with this, and then condition with this, and then just put a cap on her.
Okay. Temperature? It doesn't matter?
Warm, just regular.
Okay.
Oh, she's red.
All right, so I'm gonna
Okay,
split
now-
her hair into 4 sections. No different from if I was doing a typical virgin relaxer of any sort.
That's Crystal. She's like, you need to do something.
Oh, this would be your idea.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna part her
Oh, we do psychiatry.
down the middle here.
I used to do that at the salon. Just do whatever you want. Especially if, you know, and ladies don't have me looking like you do it.
God's sister, she's a beautician in Tennessee, and that's how I used to be. And so I used to get my hair colored all the time.
Really? You had a favorite color?
I had it kind of a red once before. Oh, it was really nice.
That was my color. More like a burgundy.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Can you do me a favor, Shadi? Can you give me 2 ear covers really quickly before we start? So I'm gonna put 2 ear covers on. Go ahead and remove the ear pod for me. I got it. Oh, thank you. So because I know that the relaxer has the potential to touch her ear with her hair being so long, I'm just gonna cover her ears all at the same time. With this type of service, you do have to give the relaxer time to process because her hair is so long. So you're gonna see me moving really quickly. I'm doing it a little unorthodox, and you'll see what I mean when I start. So I'm gonna kind of apply it like I would a texturizer for the sake of speed.
Why? Because she has so much. You don't want some parts to like more than others.
Right. Yep. And with it being so long, if I try to use a brush and do this, it's not gonna be the best. So I like to use my hands, which in Cosmo School, of course, they tell you you never use your hands and all this stuff. But when you're doing what I'm doing, speed is everything for this type of service because I want to give her enough time to process without my hands in her hair.
Gotcha.
All right, you guys, so I'm just combing through her ends, and we're just gonna go ahead and start the process. Do you base the hairline with Vaseline? No, Vaseline actually slows down the processing time of the relaxer. So if you guys notice, I don't base as often with my clients. And honestly, base doesn't really stop anything, you guys. Base just makes it where the relaxer can't get through it as fast, but it's not necessarily going to stop you from burning at any sort. At any point of the process, it doesn't stop you from burning. It just slows down the process of getting to that area. But if you know what you're doing and your client follows your directions, you'll be fine. I think outside the lines when I do hair. So I'm putting the relaxer about an inch away from the scalp, and then I'm also leaving her ends last. Remember, the ends are porous. They could be split. And when I say split, like split ends relax first because they're so damaged. And they literally will go straight and then you end up having to cut them off anyway. So what I try to do is process the areas that I know take the least amount of time to relax last. And this is actually the proper way to do a virgin relaxer. You're actually supposed to just do the mid shaft only, allow that area to begin processing and break down, and then about midway through you start doing the ends and the roots and pull it all together, and then allow everything to kind of just mesh in together. So you guys see me using my hands to kind of move through. Now I could definitely use a brush, but for her length of hair, the brush is going to take a lot longer than I want it to. And I want to make sure that I get a lot of processing time. So let's see who remembers. When does the relaxer actually begin to process? The moment I'm done putting it on? The moment I start combing through it? Or the moment I apply it to the hair? When does the relaxer start to process? Thank you, Grace. Right away. Right away. The moment I start to apply it, it starts to process exactly where I apply it. Good. For everybody that says instant, the moment I start to apply, you guys are all right. So I don't have to have technically a ton of speed like I would if I was doing a texturizer. Texturizer, I gotta put it on, be really quick, and get it off. With a relaxer, I can use my speed, of course, because I want a lot of processing time. But really and truly, I can somewhat take my time and apply it because I want to make sure that every strand of hair has product on it. Okay, with a relaxer, you have to be even. So if you don't apply enough to every strand of hair, then you're going to have some parts relaxed, some parts under process, that kind of thing. All right, so let's see who was listening. Let's see who was listening. Why did I not apply the relaxer to her roots first? Why do I not apply the relaxer to her roots first? Faster processing time because body heat accelerates the process. Very good, Janelle. Body heat accelerates the process. So if I put the relaxer on her roots first and then go through the ends, guess where it's going to process first? The roots. So then, remember, that is also the only area that we have to worry about any form of aggravation or any form of burning. So if I put it on her roots first, and now I need to give myself 20, 30 minutes for everything else to process, do you think that that relaxer can sit on her roots for 20 to 30 minutes? She would never make it through the processing. That's also the reason why a lot of you who do home relaxing have that biggest issue where your roots are relaxed and your ends are not, because you did it backwards, which you shouldn't have been doing it at home yourself anyway. Absolutely, Quena.
What's next, sir?
Is that the all the way done?
Mm-hmm.
Just put a cap on her because I have to cut her and stuff.
Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna tone her anyway, so you could put a cap on her. You know what? You can actually do it. Take the cap off, and there's a purple shampoo, a purple bottle of shampoo. Yep. You're gonna put some in your hand, just a little bit. And then you're going to rub it all over her head, but don't lather it. A little bit more. Don't lather it because you want the pigment from it. So you're just gonna rub it on the hair and just let it sit. Yep. Especially in the top where the highlights are. And then you can put it everywhere else because that's really what I'm toning. All right, so let's see who was listening again. Why did I not do her all the way through the ends? So yes, I did the mid shaft, but why didn't I go all the way to the end of her, I guess the ends of her end? Why didn't I go to the end?
Okay, like that?
Yep. And I'll let it sit for about 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Yeah, you're gonna rinse it just like it's a shampoo. So yeah, you're gonna rinse it like a regular shampoo. It's just to tone out the yellow from the highlight. That's all. All right. So what I'm doing now is I'm using my fingers and just elongating, helping that bond to break, making sure that I have relaxer on every strand that it needs to be on. So if you guys see, I'm about 1 inch to 1.5 inches away from the scalp. So this is giving me processing time. So she has no relaxer on her scalp whatsoever. And for those of you that answered about the ends, anyone who said it will over process or the ends are split, so you run the risk of over processing. Anybody that mentioned over processing or breaking, you are absolutely correct. The ends are the most porous, not even the roots, not even your sides. Your ends are always the most porous because they have the most damage out of any part of your head. Why? Because they split. They split from the bottom up. So if I go ahead and apply relaxer directly to these split ends, it's going to eat that hair up. And even eventually it will either break or I'm going to cut it off anyway. So it's like applying relaxer all the way to the ends at the beginning is just burning up and it becomes like chewing gum. It's gummy. It's over processed really quickly. All right, so what I'm gonna do is just use my wide tooth comb that I was using before. And I'm gonna go ahead and just comb through these areas here. She's natural.
Natural.
How can I tell what type of hair? Or I won't know.
You can tell it's just natural. Like if it was relaxed, it would just literally just be blah on her head. We relaxed her hair once, but we just never had to do it again. She's so fine. But she's natural. We've cut that relaxer off a long time ago. Like 2-3 haircuts ago. Because I think your first time coming, we did a relaxer on the side.
A little bit.
Yeah, and it's like after we saw like how her hair reacts, we don't need a relaxer for her hair.
You know, it just does what it wants to do.
Yep, so we just stopped trying.
Literally.
We just stopped trying. It was just like, okay, her hair has cowlicks. It does what it wants, how it wants.
So it is just been straight with the relaxer?
Well, I mean, no, it just got even more curly to me. It didn't really straighten out.
So like a texture?
That's, you can put it that way.
Did you use the mild or what you?
No, we just used a regular relaxer. Her hair never went bone straight. It just went,
So you just did?
it was like a S.
Yeah, it does not cooperate. So
Yeah, so we just kind of just go with the flow. Whatever her hair decides to do in today's service is what we do. That's how we determine the style. Like I just stopped forcing it with her hair. All right, so I'm just combing through. After I comb through her hair, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll start applying the relaxer to her roots. I'm gonna go in the same order that I went in when I was applying it, but this time I'm gonna be a lot faster when I'm applying it to her roots.
And don't lather it while I'm rinsing it, right?
You can lather it, it's still shampoo. So you can lather the whole head if you want. So by me, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, you said, so this brightens the highlights?
It removes the yellow, cancels yellow. So by me combing through her hair and manipulating the hair, I'm helping the relaxer to break the bond. This is what I mean when you guys always hear me say break the bond. This is the perfect example. Breaking the bond is taking the hair from a textured pattern. The bonds are broken so the hair goes bone straight or straighter. Texturizers break the bond. Hair color can break the bond. Like anything you do that requires like a chemical service like this can break the bond.
Pen is cold. Pen is cold.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a brush, a soft bristle brush. Actually, you know what? I'm not using a brush. I'm not gonna run that risk of any type of aggravation to the scalp, so I'm gonna use my spatula, and I'm gonna start to apply the relaxer, but I'm gonna make sure that I overlap on the relaxer that I applied with my hands to make sure that I do not make what we call a line of demarcation between processed and unprocessed here. So I want to make sure that I cover every piece. Yes.
I'm like, turn this, you turn it. Like with kids, like, don't.
When you get checked, can you give me a towel? I got some relaxer on my wrist.
Okay. You want it wet a little bit?
Just one of those out of the thing. It don't even have to be Ooh, one more.
It's burning.
It was, yeah. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna take small sections, making sure that I'm not touching her scalp, and then apply the relaxer to her root area and make sure that I drag it all the way out, just in case there's not a section of hair that I didn't catch. This is the time that I'm going to make sure that I have relaxer everywhere so I can correct anything that I missed.
Finish with this one or no? You don't know yet?
No, not yet.
Did you get out the cards earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Because I meant to remind you.
Yeah, I don't want to leave any behind, so I've been making sure that everyone gets a card. Somebody actually got a flat iron.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm. So there's one
So
left.
one left, right? Yeah. Who got the flat iron? Which one?
My client that she drives from somewhat South Florida.
Not the first one. It's the first one you had this morning?
My last client, with the protein,
Oh, okay.
she got it.
With the pretty eyes.
Mm-hmm.
you majoring in?
Oh, biology pre-med.
Biology pre-med. Okay. Yes,
Is this your first year?
It's my second year.
Second year?
If you make it past the first,
You doing good?
you're going on. That means that you're definitely going for it.
Yeah.
and don't ever quit. It's gonna be tough times. Don't give up, cause it all be in vain. You gonna look back and be like, well, I went only 2 years and quit. I could have been, such and such. Don't quit.
And don't party too hard.
That's the part that is the hard part.
Read through fam, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one, she just came out last year.
Okay.
So I got one, I got an accountant, a nurse, and then the other one, he's just doing what he wants to do.
Is that the youngest one or the middle one?
He's the oldest.
Oh, wow.
That was the party animal, so, no, he's managing, actually he manages a Walmart, so he's doing all right. But, yeah. Oh, yeah.
At least he's somewhere with benefits.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
And he's a manager.
Shoot. 3 growing boys, he had to have some.
All right, you guys, you see how our hair is breaking down? It's getting flatter and flatter and flatter. That means we're in the right spot.
Crystal doing the ASMR right now. The sound.
Oh, gosh. You know which one I can't stand? The people with the whispering and the tapping. Oh, my gosh. That thing drives me nuts.
I'm like, really?
And people find this relaxing. That is the most irritating thing ever.
My kids like it, but they like when they're running over candy and cans. They sit there and watch that stuff all day.
Mm-mm. Even the one with the Bee Loves Life lady, if that's not the nastiest thing to watch them slurp and chat.
Oh, the food and stuff, the seafood, yeah. It's
Or the people in China, they do it a lot.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm thinking that's something else. They just getting away with it, with it being food. Ugh.
The crazy part is when you watch it, it makes you want whatever they're eating, but you
Yes.
just don't want to watch them eat it.
Right, because they be having some big king crabs. Ooh, that stuff be looking so good. The sausages and yeah, that's slurping and dripping. It's like everything's changed. It used to be rude to eat in front of people and eat with your mouth open and all that. Now they getting paid to do it. So.
Making big bucks too.
Mhm.
So you guys notice that I'm saving her hairline for last. So I'm processing the areas that I know break down the slowest, which is usually right behind the ear, right in the crown. As you get towards the front, remember you do more to that area than you do anywhere else. So that area is also going to be more porous than any other part of your head. So I know that area is going to process really quickly, so I'm not going to get into that area until the last part of me applying.
Do you know the lady, 2 doors down?
Hmm?
Do you know the lady 2 doors down?
I don't even know what suit is now. I gotta actually see it.
She told me like she knew me, and I was like, I think I know her. She saw me, she was like, and I was like, hey, I'm like, do I know her? Cause normally I remember faces when I see people.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she know me from somewhere. I
Go
don't
back
know.
from
Maybe
there.
she thought I was somebody else. What is she getting done for school? What is she getting done after the last one?
Ooh, wash. True. Stop.
I don't know, what style? Is she in the press? Like,
Oh, well, no, it wouldn't be considered a press because she's gonna be straight. That's just a style.
so when you're natural, you can only get a silk press.
Or if you're what they call transitioning, because you have a mix between relaxed and natural hair. If you guys look, the mid shaft is straight. So I know once I'm done processing her hairline in the front, go back through just to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And that's it. So the longest part of the process is actually the application. Press that red button. Thank you. All right, so let's finish this side. How you feel?
Oh, so fun.
So Chris, I had a like probably dumb question. What does no lye mean in the relaxer? What is lye?
Sodium hydroxide.
So when it says
So
SE,
lye is what they use to make natural soap. Some people use different things. Lye is sodium hydroxide. Like Drano is lye. You can buy lye at Home Depot. And they also put it in relaxers.
So when it says no lye relaxer, it's better to have no lye.
That's what they claim. But honestly, I feel like every relaxer has lye in it. Some are made with other things like guanidine. There's so many others. But all those relaxers that are made with other things, eventually you have to use a sodium hydroxide relaxer because they build, like the guanidine relaxers, they start to build calcium deposits on the hair. And the only thing that can break through that is this particular type. So it's just kind of like me personally, it's a marketing technique. But I feel like everything has lye in it. So anybody that you buy like natural bath soaps and they make it at home, they use lye to make the soap. And then they have to let it cure so that the lye won't burn the skin. All right. So her front and everywhere, the roots, everything is now fully processing. So we've gotten through that part. So now if you look at the back, you start noticing that it's a lot straighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and comb it through her ends last and just kind of go through her roots to see if there's anywhere that I need to do anything to, but I'm just gonna use my fingers to help process the root area rather than using the spatula. And then just make sure that I didn't miss any spots. So the last thing is gonna be her ends, which her ends are porous. So those are gonna relax in seconds, not even that long. So by the time I get through just combing through her roots to make sure that we've gotten everywhere, her ends would have already been relaxed, but I don't wanna rest on it for too long. You guys notice how the comb just kind of goes straight through? That's how you know the relaxer has already processed in these areas. You can tell. So we don't need it to be bone straight. With relaxed hair, you want it to have an S pattern. So most people think that their hair needs to be bone straight and dead, is what I call it. But you don't really need that. You just want that S pattern. It needs to have some form of elasticity. So actual relaxer, your hair is not supposed to be bone straight. It's supposed to have a S pattern and not be bone straight. So it has some elasticity in it. You can just sit there, boss.
What do you mean by S?
So when you pull the hair and it retracts, it'll retract and go like this. Yeah, so if you look at it right now, the S is forming. It's not 100% formed. But you don't want it to be bone straight. At the point that it's bone straight, it's right before it's gonna snap. It means that you're right before over processing. And that's what people don't understand about relaxer. There's a certain extent that you begin to create that process of over processing, and then it starts to shed even more later on, and you're wondering why 5 weeks down the road you're shedding like crazy. Because it's not gonna do it the same day, it's gonna do it over time.
Would you like a water or Sprite or anything?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you.
No, thank you.
You want me to fill it?
Okay, so
Don't
you're gonna
forget
remind
it.
me, right? When I get out there and there's,
Oh, you'll remember if it is raining.
yeah, once I get out there.
So this side was the last side that I applied. This side is not fully processed. So I'm gonna give her about maybe 3 to 5 minutes max. Maybe not even that much. and then we'll be able to rinse her. How you feel?
That's a lot of work. Relaxing. Yeah. That much
It
That
is.
much here, yeah.
And all this hair, yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna let that do its thing. We are done with our portion of the processing. I'm gonna use that one again because I
Oh, you about to use it?
Alright, Mama. You come and sit right here for me.
You want to rinse your arm off?
Yeah, I'm gonna wash my hands. And then before you rinse her, you're gonna take off that plastic piece that's on her back. Just take that off and just wipe her face. But then make sure her hair is in the bowl first.
Just put it in for 5 minutes? Or?
I'll tell you. When you kind of wash it. Whew. You can let me cut you. Ooh, yes.
What's your name?
Lacey.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is my client that we did the highlights to. You guys remember when I said I don't really, I just go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. So we're just gonna take off some of the length, give her a good shape. This works really well for her.
I was gonna ask, so she don't want to grow it out or anything. She
No.
She perspires a lot. It's like even when she came in today, her hair was slightly wet. He said, pray for us in Connecticut. Oh, because it started snowing. Is it that bad? Isn't that normal? Aren't you guys used to like 8 feet of snow?
Is that the same color you got in front of your head?
Mine's is a little bit darker than hers. It's not really a color either. It's lightener. It's just where the lightener stopped for me, or where I stopped the lightener. So this is a permanent. This color right here is not like it can fade. This can't fade. That is the color. Hers or mine, that's the color. That's where you started at. So if I put something like another color on top of it, that color will fade, but it'll fade back to this. So this is the permanent color.
So the only way you can you have to black it out.
But it never goes away. You still highlight it no matter what. That's
Oh,
to grow
really?
out. It doesn't disappear. I still lost all the pigment in that hair.
You feeling okay? You burning?
No, not really.
Keep going.
You just started tingling?
Just a little bit.
So what do you actually want to do?
Be a physician assistant.
Okay. Like pediatrics or you don't care?
Right now I'm thinking of aesthetics. Just like giving people filler, Botox, or stuff like that.
Okay. That's the shape you're talking about?
You're supposed to kind of like slightly go back. So you see how it got a little wave, like a mini wave to it? That's what you're looking for. It needs to have elasticity. It shouldn't be bone straight. So I'm gonna take this part off. Put it in. So what I'm gonna do is take this part and push it up on your head. Put it on your head. Come on back. Slide down. Keep sliding, baby, right here. And then you can take that and throw it in the garbage.
Her earrings, you want me to take them off now?
You can leave them on or take them off. It doesn't matter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some Elite Silk Wrap Foam to her hair. Normally, I just let it wave and go with the wave if I can. Other times, I might do something straight. So I think we'll do something straight today. We did wave last time. So I still kind of give it like a slight texture or whatever because her hair is going to naturally do this. So instead of me fighting against her hair and trying to make it do things, I just kind of go with the flow. It seems to be a lot happier that way. Trust me, the first appointment was the craziest one for me. Alright, so for her front here, right where her sideburns are, I do kind of keep that pattern of the wave because it naturally does it. So if it's naturally doing it, I'm just going with the flow and just saying, okay. You'll start noticing that it'll start to just do its own thing. mix it. So we'll spray her with a little bit of water. And then I'm gonna use my end papers for her mold. Alright, so she's gonna go into the dryer. You're doing a relaxer. Alright, how are you? Go ahead and take your jacket off. Alright, well that's good time. Ooh, chicken foot soup. That sounds nice. I'd love some of that right now. That sounds great. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and relax her hair. Oh, yes, good time. You're doing good though. Alright.
All the products I have are done.
See, that's good. See, you got good product at home. That's good. That's good.
My own little store.
You got your own store?
I supply my nieces. Yes.
So they come and shop at your house?
No, I kind of what's
And then you get it. Okay, I got you.
I have to fill it up with your stuff,
Alright, you guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do, this is a retouch relaxer. You have clients that sit in your chair and don't wanna leave. My aunt owns a salon and one of her clients likes to sit in the chair and don't get up because she's really stush. No. You gonna leave here? I know that. I don't have a lot of space like that for me to keep a ton of people anyway. That's why I like my small space. It just keeps me nice and limited. So my client here, she's my final client for the day. So I'm officially finished after her. Meaning clients walking in. Let me say it the right way. So let's see who's been listening. Why do I start in the crown rather than at the nape when I'm applying my relaxers? Sorry, mama. What is my reason for starting in the crown rather than in the nape? And Grace, you cannot answer. Because the crown doesn't get straight as fast as the nape. Good answer, yep. Basically, in layman's terms, it's the most resistant area. That's a good answer, absolutely. So all of your answers are correct if you said that it relaxes faster in the nape. All of you are correct if you say that the crown area is more resistant than the nape. It takes longer to process because it's more resistant, absolutely. The nape area is more porous and a lot shorter, so it's going to relax a lot faster. Correct. Everybody was correct. I'm proud of you guys. What is this area called where I'm working right now? It's a specific, we're going to talk about the bones of the head or the anatomy. Let me say it the right way. The anatomy of the head. What is this area called where I'm working right now? There's a name for this area. Thank you, Lee. Occipital. Absolutely, the occipital. So this is called the occipital bone. It's the outermost ridge. It pushes out the most on the entire head. So anybody who said the occipital bone, whether you spelled it right or not, you all are right. What is this area called that I'm working in right now? What's this area? Let's see who gets that one. And I want the official name. I don't want the hood name. I want the official name. The nape. LaShonda, absolutely. The nape. I got you. The nape. Correct. Everybody who said the nape is correct. All right. So the area that I just ran the... what is this called? The point of the spatula. What is that area called? The area that I'm working in right now, what is this area called? What is this area called that I'm working in right now? The crown. Very good. So yes, this is the crown. Now when I move more forward on the head, up here in the top, what is this called? What is this area called right here where I'm at, directly in the front of her head? There's a name for this area as well, and a lot of people call it the same thing, but it's not the same thing when we're talking about the anatomy of the head. Nope, it's not the crown, it's not the parietal ridge. We haven't gotten to the parietal ridge yet. Frontal lobe, you can call it the frontal lobe. Technically, you want to call it the front. So the crown, if you think about the crown, where do princesses and queens wear their crown? Do they make it sit right here, or does it kind of crest back here? So if you think that a queen or a princess wears her crown, actually I'll say queen because princess actually does wear it to the front. A queen wears her crown on the crown. It sits on the crown. You can also say the apex of the head, absolutely. Yep. So when we say crown, this is actually the crown, not here. All right, so what is this area called that I'm about to reach now? What is this area called that I'm going into? Some people said it earlier. So right where my spatula is touching, what is this called? That's not the edges, no. And we don't say edges, it's called hairline. We just use the term edge because that's what everybody knows. All right. Brown Sugar said the temple. I haven't necessarily gotten all the way to the temple yet. This is called the parietal ridge. So there is a bone that runs on both sides of the head right here. So if you run your finger on it, it feels like a ridge. It drops. That is called the parietal ridge. That is also what hairstylists are supposed to use when they are trying to figure out how to frame your face for a haircut. So if I'm doing a shortcut, my parietal ridge will tell me where my crown is and how far I can go without making the crown too small. So yes, if you said parietal ridge, you're right. All right, I'm gonna turn her a little bit now. What is this area called that I'm working in right here? So there's two different names, but I'm looking for one in specific. What is this area called? Some of you said it already. I was just on it. I'm not there anymore, but if you want to give me both names, you can. Because I've already gone over the area that I was asking about. So now I'm in another area with another name. So you can give me both. Edges and frontal. Thank you. The temple is where I was just now, right here. It's nice and soft. You have the temple on both sides. And then where I'm working at, this is considered the sides. They call it the sides. So you have your temple and then you have the sides. All right, you guys, I'm glad everybody has been listening. And then what is the area called that goes all the way around the exterior of the head? What is that called? And I want the proper name. So the area that goes from here all the way around, what is that called? The area that I'm working on right now. The hairline. Thank you, Valerie. That is the hairline. I know we all want to say the edges. But technically, in the anatomy of the head for a hairstylist, this is called the hairline. Now, I'm not talking about someone who does brain surgery. I'm just talking about in hair. I know some of you want to come and give the whole medical terminology for that little area there. I'm not asking for that. I'm talking about hair. Good job, you guys. Yes, Julian, you are guilty of it. You can always tell someone in the medical field, because here they come with their medical terms that nobody else knows. Good job, you guys. I see you guys like the trivia, so we'll keep it going. I need you to tell me what porosity I'm describing. It does not like to absorb water. Typically, your biggest complaint is that your hair is always dry. And when you do the test, the hair sits on top of the glass. What porosity am I describing? Low porosity. Good job. Low porosity. So if someone asks me what product they would use for low porosity hair, what products am I going to recommend? You can name a few. You don't need to give me all of them. If someone is asking about those different characteristics and what product to use, what would I recommend? Some of you have been on here long enough that you guys know old, new, and coming products. So let's see. Moist Repair. Good job, Crystal. Moist Repair. What other products would I recommend? So we don't have a Moisture RX. So Moist Repair is one. So we know we have the Moist Repair shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner. Hydra Strength can also be used, but there's one other product that I'm looking for. Sorry, Mom. Nope. We already said Moist Repair, so there's one other product. No, I wouldn't say B7. I'm talking about for a person who is low porosity, and they gave me those specific things. Did you really say Pink Ocean, Tori? My Lord. There's one product in specific that we carry that I always recommend for low porosity hair. It also starts with an M. It also starts with an M. The fact that you said Pink Lotion just drove me. The Moist Repair leave-in, we already mentioned that one. Moist Me. Thank you, Julian. My Canada distributor. You should definitely know this one. Moist Me 24 karat mask. That is a deep conditioning, deep penetration hair mask. That is amazing for people who have low porosity hair. All right, so I give you guys another characteristic. Client comes in and says that their hair feels dry in some places and feels super weak in other places. They also said that when they did their test, the hair neither floated nor sank. It kind of stayed in the middle. What is the porosity? And they also call this one normal, even though it's not normal. There's no such thing. They call this porosity normal. Medium. J Bay Blessings, correct. Medium porosity. Medium porosity. So, now let's see. I need you guys to name a couple products that I would recommend for medium porosity. And there is a long list, so just name a few. And then I want someone to also tell me why there's a long list of products that I would recommend for this hair type versus the others. Hydra Strength, absolutely. Strengthening shampoo, definitely. The Empress Collection, Hair Repair and Restore. Yep. Let me see if I see any others. What mask would I recommend? A balance of strength and moisture. Very good. My Life, that's a good answer. So basically, if you have medium porosity, I'd recommend every product in the line. Why? Because you're catering to both. You are neither low nor high. You are neither dry nor weak. You are both. So you can't cater to your hair with just one product. You have to give it an equal balance. So for those of you that said an equal balance, you are basically correct because they could use all of the products. They can use B7. They can use Moist Repair. They can use Soothe and Balance. They can use the Empress Collection. They can use the Hair Repair and Restore because they have to cater to a magnitude of issues that most people are either, I would prefer to be high or low rather than medium because you don't know what your hair wants today. It's so complicated because it's all over the place. The front might be super dehydrated. The back might be super moisturized but weak. So that is typically the porosity that I don't want. So when people say that's a normal porosity, I don't want that porosity. That's the worst one to have because you don't know what to use. And then, of course, that will lead me to this last porosity. This porosity typically is chemically processed. They call it the damaged hair porosity, even though it's not. This porosity absorbs any and everything around it. It's one of the porosities that they say is the weakest. J-Bay, correct, high porosity. All right, my love. You are correct, high porosity hair. High porosity hair is known for anyone who's chemically processed. You're considered high porosity. If you are chemically processed in any sort, you are considered to be high porosity. All right, you guys did so well. So if I have a client that says, hey, I have a relaxer. I've had a relaxer all my life. I notice that my hair feels very weak. I notice that my hair is always frizzy. What products can I use for that? What would I recommend? If they say their hair is always frizzy, it seems to always be very weak, what products would I recommend? They're shedding. Let's go there. They're shedding. If it's weak, of course it's shedding. Protein treatment. Okay, I need you to be a little more descriptive. What's our protein treatment? Because you can say protein treatment and people go drop an egg on their head. Frizz tamer is 1. B7, correct. I would use B7. Absolutely. Repair RX 1 and 2. Definitely. B7. What about the hair repair and restore? The Empress Collection. All of those can be used. They're strengthening systems. How you feel? Okay. Come on over.
Yes. Regardless of phase, you have low porosity, and then your hair, it never changes. Your hair relaxed.
If you're relaxed, your porosity will stay the same.
Oh, okay.
Because
I
like natural hair, it can change, but relaxed hair, you technically can't change because you're chemically processed, so you stay where you are. The only time it'll change is if you decide to go natural. And the only thing that will change is the root. The hair that's relaxed stays the same.
Oh, okay. Because I started out with their moisture.
It might be too heavy though, because it can be heavy.
Okay.
Like if you notice that your hair just feels weighed down, then it could be too heavy. And that's one of the, probably, I'm not going to say a biggest complaint, but that's one of the common things with people who are relaxed and high porosity. When they use the moisture repair, their hair seems heavy.
Okay. Because when I started out with I was natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was using all the moisture.
Yeah, I would. If you're gonna use it, you use it sparing. So like if you do the moisture shampoo, then do the hair repair conditioner. I wouldn't do both together. That's gonna be a lot. So kind of balance it out. So if you're gonna do the moisture repair conditioner, then do the hair repair shampoo or the Empress shampoo. So you do one and the other. You're welcome. All right, so she is now dry. Can you guys just pay attention to this color, even though she is gray? It is beautiful. That color is beautiful. It just kind of takes your eye away from the fact that she has that salt and pepper. And now it just opens her up. So it takes the eye away from the fact that she has that salt and pepper. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm just going to give her a quick curl. As I told you guys before, I don't even force it. It's whatever her hair does today, that's what we're doing. It's fine. The worst thing you can do is a client who has colics, you're trying to force it to do something else. No. If her hair wants to go the other way, I let it.
What is she getting on that after this person?
Nothing. I'm gonna, yeah.
Not going in the dryer either.
Well, I'm gonna spray her with the heat protectant spray. And then I want to look at it here. So around her ears, I just kind of carve it out. I don't really, I don't give her a lot of blunt cutting with her hair because I know it's gonna do what it wants to do. And then when you give it a blunt cut, it starts to stick up in those parts and it just doesn't really work out. So I try not to do too much blunt cutting on her hair. And then the iron that I'm using is the 3/10 of an inch ceramic black diamond. But if you have the 3/10 ceramic signature, you call it signature silk, then you can use that as well. You said this live is getting you through your workout? Well, that's good. At least you're doing it. Because I'm the type to stop working out and now I'm just watching it live. I'm standing there looking at it. Alright, so when I say I let her hair do what it wants, back here, there is no point of me trying to go forward. So I just kind of just curl back here and just let it just do whatever it wants. It always comes out beautiful because of the way her hair coils. So I don't really force it. You can just sit right here for a second.
You want her to sit over there?
Don't take the cape off now.
Okay.
And then
Here you go.
I'm gonna have you go ahead and go to the shampoo bowl because you can actually start rinsing her.
We use the same relaxer, right?
Yes, the purple one.
There you go. And if you can remove the straps for me, from your mask, we'll keep the mask on your face if you want. Just strap it off.
This one. Sorry.
She got me.
I can't curl hair when it's wet, you guys, so I gotta wait.
It won't be 1 second. Oh, Lord. Okay, I think we're good about good.
You good now?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay. You got me that time.
Everybody's like, oh, we know that way too well. You guys know how it goes, so just work with it. Some of my clients, I just know to just take the cape off. I can feel it. As I'm curling, I'm like, okay, I feel the heat.
Feeling okay?
And I'm gonna need a special conditioner for this, okay?
Are you gonna need a what?
A special conditioner to use for the braid.
Oh, no, the relaxer conditioner is the conditioner oil.
Oh, okay.
You almost went out the door there, didn't
Oh,
you?
I have to lift my head.
Yeah, and I was holding it. And I was still holding your hair. You went that high. I was like, whoa.
Keisha, her hair will not remain healthy if you don't keep up the relaxing. Absolutely. The WhatsApp number for Jamaica is 876-334-5698.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm looking at her. Oh, gosh, you see,
Straight up.
you see, sometimes, the salon.
Chin down for me. So y'all see that color? Look at that color. Oh my gosh, I love the color. The color just said, ew. So I don't waste too much hairspray on y'all because she goes burst out sweating in about 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna give her a little spray so she can look like she got her color preserved before she go home. All right, you guys.
Oh, Jazzy.
It just kind of just brings out that look. It takes away from the salt and pepper that you got happening in life.
Ain't that the truth?
Yes, I love it.
Better?
Better.
It probably seemed like it's hard for us to lift it.
You're awesome.
Thank you. All right, let me clean up your neck.
Okay.
Just hold on. Tap. Didn't help. I just threw you guys away. I'm sorry. I like the riding a surfboard, just have to. You guys, Crystal, did you eat or drink all day? I did, thank you. All right, my love. I did. Come on, mama. Come. Yes, I did eat today. I'm actually hungry right now as we speak. There you go, Miss Andrea. When you're ready, you just tap it, okay?
Okay.
All right, so she is relaxed. You guys see how she still has that nice S pattern in her hair? Super important. That's what we were talking about earlier. I'm gonna spray some Hydra Strength. All right, so we're gonna spray some Hydra Strength leave-in. So you're always gonna spray your leave-in conditioner first. Just rub it in. All right, okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll see you after the holidays. Oh, come and get your.
Yes, yes.
Pick one. All right. And then, of course, if you want to grab a bag or you can choose a rug or something, that's from Sade.
A rug or a planter.
Or a planter or a bag. It's your choice. Pick whichever one you like.
Our bag.
So I'm spraying the blow dry heat protectant on her hair.
All of this is in it? Yes. All of this is in it? My goodness, you are too much. Look at you. All right, well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thank you, Miss Andrea. I'll see you after the holidays. Okay?
Yes, and good luck to you, sweetheart. Oh, my God.
All right, so I'm combing her out. She does still have to get a trim, all of that good stuff. So I'm gonna let her air dry first. I don't like to trim hair when it's wet. Now, if I have to, I will, but that's not my favorite thing to do. I like to be able to see what I'm doing. So her hair broke down beautifully. Alright, so because I know that she has a ton of hair, what I'm going to do is kind of separate. Oh, sorry, Mama. I'm going to kind of separate it and just use a clip, just like this. Just so that I can get her hair to air dry in the areas that are super important. And then, of course, I'll blow dry her the remainder of the way. So all I'm doing is just loosely clipping her hair in those parts. Okay, and then back here, same thing. This is also something you guys can do at home if you have a lot of density in your hair and you want it to air dry a little bit faster. If you literally just raise it and clip it, it gives access to the other parts of the head. I don't need her to be 100% dry. I just need her to be about 60 to 70% dry so that I can then blow her out the remainder of the way. Let's go to the dryer, Mama. I guess I can work on my iron again while I'm sitting here. That is the aggravation to it. So I'm still on iron number 1. Just so everybody's aware. I'm still on iron number 1 of putting this thing on. So that should tell you that I'm probably not going to be finished with iron number 8 because I have 7 more to go until maybe summer. Can you have healthy hair and have a relaxer? Yep, I do. My hair is super healthy. I don't have any issues with my hair, and I've been relaxed all my life. I actually shed more when I was trying to go natural. This is a great idea, Crystal. This will really cut down on the time underneath the dreaded hooded dryer. Absolutely. So if all you have to do is just open it up and put the clips there, and then when you open it, it gives the dryer access to those areas. If you guys have any haircut questions, now is definitely the time to ask. I'm so glad I found your channel. I wish I found it earlier, but I was natural for 7 years and decided to let a professional relax it for me. Well, that was the last year, and now all my hair has come out. Wow. My orders came this morning. The B7 mask really does smell like green apple cider Jolly Ranchers, which is amazing. Thank you, Pat. Huh?
She said she meant to ask about the shampoo. She said she had it the last time. Something to brighten up her brain.
Oh, the purple shampoo? The purple one.
The one I used for the highlight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you want me to use that one after the relaxer shampoo? Or
Yeah, you can just do one and then you'll leave it on for a couple minutes.
Okay. So do one.
No, you gotta do 2 of that.
Okay.
Do 2 of that. I'm a Caucasian. Do I still check porosity? No, because you're so fine in texture. Most Caucasian people with fine textured hair is usually considered high porosity anyway. You can't use a lot of products with a lot of moisturizers in it. So I wouldn't even waste time. Unless you are mixed of some sort, then no. I love the blow dry spray. I can curl my hair without flat ironing. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, Lord, I'm still over here wrapping. I'm getting aggravated. I'm still here. I'm trying not to cut it. Crystal hair looks nice. So thank you. Please provide the site for ordering your products. EliteHairCareUSA.com. Will it relax or help or hurt salt and pepper hair? It can help or it can hurt. It just depends on the reasons behind relaxing and the quality of your hair before you relax it. When you go home, are you too tired to do hair? Yes. When you go home, you don't even want to look at hair. That's the last thing you want to do. You say it's considered low, then no, you're considered high. I use old hair ties to hold my cords up. It works. Well, Pac, I'm sure you're not using your irons the way I'm using mine. I'm still a wrap. Oh, this is why my irons are always broken, by the way. They're forever falling. Oh, yes. We'll just plug it out and start again. Would you consider growing your hair long? Nope. Long hair isn't for everyone. I had a bob for years and years and years, and I just kind of got out of it. I use those dang covers so my cat doesn't chew all the wires in the house. Really? Are you doing a cook with me for the holidays? Nope. I am not going to be here. Do all fine textured hair is all high porosity? Is high porosity? No, not necessarily. But it's closer to high porosity most of the time. I say about 90% of the time, someone with fine textured hair has high porosity hair. Oh, after using, I mean for storage. Yeah, but I just need them to stop tangling, period. I wish there was an easier way to get this on, because when you do put it on, getting it off is just as aggravating, so you never take it off. Why long-term protective style doesn't work for relaxed hair? Because relaxed hair needs to establish a routine. It needs to have an equal balance of moisture and strength. It's chemically processed hair that is extremely porous. So covering it up is going to do nothing more than to help you shed more and more and more. And then eventually you're going to say, oh, I got to relax it and it messed my hair up. No, you messed your hair up. The relaxer didn't mess your hair up. The person who has the relaxer is what messed their hair up. You didn't do what that relaxer required. Thank you, Monica. She can do it, but I'll be the cook from Draco. Really, Dad? Are certain flat irons more prone to cause more severe burn to scalp? No, Nyla. I mean, if it's super hot, possibly, but not that I know of. A burn is a burn is a burn. Hello from your biggest 16-year-old fan from Georgia. Hey, MJ. Ooh, I'm still wrapping. That's why I'm afraid to try and relax my hair. You shouldn't be relaxing it yourself. You're so knowledgeable with hair. Love it. Thank you, Deborah. Alright, I'm down to the end.
Say, turn that way to help me with the hair, but not do it all the way around.
Man, I've only done one iron the whole day. This is bad. Real bad. Alright, I'm gonna cut this piece. There we go. First iron down. 1,700 more to go. What should you do when you get your hair braided and you start to get tension and tightness around the hairline? What can you do? Tell your stylist that it's too tight. But most people, you get your braids, if they're too loose, and you're going to be upset. If they're too tight, you're going to be upset. Why do y'all think Jesus added hairstylists on earth? The same reason why he put different doctors, lawyers, teachers, janitors, whatever. That exact reason. All right, which other iron do I use the most? Let's do the 1-inch. Ooh, this one is like literally, I've broken this one. I'm trying to do the irons that I use the most first. Do you think products for older days do more harm or good to black hair, like Blue Magic? No, not necessarily, because I feel like things were more simplistic back then. Now everybody's like super into ingredients and, oh, this one does this and this one stops this. No. Can we see what you're untangling? I'm not really untangling, you guys. You know how hard it is for me to show you what I'm untangling? Hold on. All right. Right here. I'm wrapping my cord with this thing that stops it from tangling. Like, that's what you see me doing. I have to like physically wrap it around each piece until I get to the end. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It sucks. What do you do weekly and daily to keep your hair, relaxed hair healthy? I don't do anything to my hair daily. I put my scarf on, I go to bed. What? Did you just put it on?
She got like a minute.
Okay. See, all the wrapping that I've done, and I still only got to right there. Only 1,600 more feet to go. It does remind me of the telephone cord. That was the most aggravating cord on the planet. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate it. It's not that much. About a size.
Does it look like that?
Hmm. Yeah, we're only doing 2 today. I probably won't even finish this one.
Okay.
That's the easiest one. It doesn't have, you won't see the base stuff. You just see that. Because the potatoes are different.
Yeah.
That's right.
Those look like those skins.
Yeah, it's kind of in a line. Yeah, it's more of a ginger. It just looks like it's still, you have, you know, a toe, just one toe on a foot. It reminds you of a toe on your finger. Or your finger. The tip of your finger. It looks like it's coming.
No, I'm not even almost there, to be quite honest. I've only done this much, but I have this much hanging over here. While my client is drying.
And then they start to, yes. First of all, then I make sure I have my organic ginger or organic turmeric. And that's what I do.
So, and just the even layer of turmeric as well.
That's the same thing, yeah. And then they, after a while, they start to take the root out, and then they start to.
You sending me hope?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the turmeric doesn't.
I'm doing good, Marshawn.
No, the both process is the same. What I'm saying, when it starts to grow.
I'm trying to learn how to do a silk press. What's the easiest method for silk pressers? I couldn't really tell you. You have to just watch and learn. I have a million videos talking about silk presses though.
Their leaves, their ginger leaves are very thin. And the turmeric, they have the wide, broad leaves.
It's satisfying and cumbersome at the same time. No, it's just cumbersome. It's not satisfying at all. I'm the type to cut it and say, you know what, I'm going to leave it short. All right. I think that's it for today. We'll finish on the next year.
Yes, so
All right, I'm going to be using the Vivace red plate iron on my client to Alright, so her roots are dry. I'm just gonna go ahead and dry her in. Comb her down and to go in the design, the black one. Right here by the box. relaxed hair.
Now that you mentioned that,
Her hair is beautiful, right? So relaxed or natural, her hair is beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Also, some balls and balls. That's just the dog. I am never more. And
All right, last section. Okay. My neck, my arms, my wrists, everything hurts. All right, so my girl is fully relaxed. So who's said you can't be relaxed and have good density. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and trim her. One of my kids. Which one?
Two of, I guess that's your son?
Christian and the other one.
And Adrian.
Nobody out.
Well, oh yeah, Adrian hit on Brown.
Over here with you back.
This is the one Harry was on the line, right?
Hmm?
This is the one whose hair we did on the last line.
Yeah, with the braid.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 to 3 weeks from now, we're gonna do a protein treatment. When you do your protein treatment, so you'll shampoo your hair, and you'll do the protein. When you put the protein on, you put it on, and you go under the dryer with no cap. And then when you do the second part to the protein, that's when you'll put the conditioner on, and then detangle your hair so that it can get nice and soft. And then you spray on your leave-in conditioner, and then you let your hair air dry. So how you went under the dryer today? That's how you dry your hair. And then you blow dry it the rest of the way. Hey, I'm almost done. Hey, your mom can get the protein and the rest of you. And then every 10 to 14 days, you have a wash day. On your wash day, you'll shampoo with a clarifying shampoo. Shampoo with clarifying shampoo first, and your treatment shampoo. A treatment shampoo is like hair repair shampoo or moisture repair shampoo, that kind of stuff. A clarifying shampoo is actually, ours is called Clarify. So it cleanses the hair, it cleanses the scalp. Then you put on your good stuff, okay? And then you'll go into your conditioner, which I would recommend putting a mask rather just a regular conditioner. So we have the repair me mask. You put that on, put a processing cap on, you go on your dry 15 minutes. That's how you always do your routines every 10 to 14 days. Okay? And then after your relaxer, after every relaxer, 2 to 3 weeks, you do your protein, and then every 2 weeks after that, you do your regular wash. Alright, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and style her. Do you want it curly or you want it straight? But she wants it straight. So I am going to be using the Goddess Polish on her hair. And then I'm using the Vivace 1 3/4 inch ceramic iron. And I'm doing it in slightly large sections, so this iron is ideal for her length of hair and texture. Are you in a extra clean mood today?
No, because I know you're going on vacation for a while, so that's what I was gonna do, to make sure everything's clean, so we can
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Brown.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So even though she's relaxed, you guys, and I know some of you are like, well, wait, you're using the Goddess Polish and you're using it kind of heavy. Well, she has a different density of hair. And relaxed hair loves polish, but you just have to know how much to use and when to use it. So if you notice, her hair is still going to be nice and light, but she has a medium to almost coarse textured. I'm not going to say coarse, but a medium textured hair, so it's ideal for what I'm doing. And her hair is not oily at all.
Is this box trash or not?
No, it's other stuff in here. You can use the Frizz Tamer and Shine Serum as well. So there's not really a right or wrong. I just chose to use the Goddess Polish rather than the Frizz Tamer. Look at that hair. Isn't it beautiful? It looks like a picture off of one of the relaxer boxes. Just for me. Yeah, it is in a red. Her hair is mesmerizing. Thank you.
Thank you.
She's like, thank you. Thank you. Going back today. You going back to school today?
Oh no, I'm not going back till January.
Oh. You guys live in Tallahassee?
No, we live in Palm Coast.
Oh, okay. I have a couple clients that come from Palm Coast. And I assume that they're going off salon.
No, not at all.
Nope, there's no weave here. All her. Every drop of it. Another one with kick. Oh, her mom.
Oh, is that her? Yeah, that is her. She was modeling it too.
I forgot to tell you to tell your mom.
This is your umbrella, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute, somebody left the umbrella. You can. I was like, no, that lady left it.
Hello.
I could have done that myself. Oh my gosh. Your head feel lighter? I bet it does. It looks nice.
Can feel the breeze on your scalp.
They say about 2 or 3 weeks, I'm gonna do a protein treatment.
She's so soft spoken. Oh my god, it's so cute.
Okay, well, we can make an appointment so before you go back to school to get your hair done.
If there's anything left for them.
Oh,
You can
okay.
check.
If
Check when you
there's-
get back home. But people cancel all the time. So you can check.
Oh,
But I'm not
okay.
back in the salon until January 7th or something.
Okay, but she told you what to do in case we can't get back in.
Well, I'm not sure if you have branded line or protein.
If you text me later and remind me, and I'll send it to you via phone
Okay.
of what to do.
Okay.
Because she's gonna have to know what to do when she goes back to school too. So I'll just send you both.
Okay.
And then wrapping her hair at night is one of the most important. So no bonnets, none of that. The traditional wrap, and then you put your silk scarf around it, or she can even use the stocking cap.
Okay.
And the wrap will keep her from flat ironing it all the time. She only flat irons it when she gets it washed.
So you don't have to put that constant heat in there.
If it's done the first time, like right, and then she wraps it from there, her hair will start to train itself. That is gonna, it's like the wrap will almost become automatic, and it won't be so dry. It does it a lot better than the constant flat ironing and all that stuff.
So if she follows your lead, she shouldn't have that shedding problem that she experienced.
Well, shedding is natural though, so it depends on how much shedding.
No, she lost. I'm saying shedding, but I should say her hair came out.
Okay. So naturally, she's gonna lose at least 50 to 100 strands a day, but
Right.
it doesn't look like 50
Right.
to 100 strands.
Right.
Every time she brushes, she might see a strand or 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes. But if she follows through with the 10 to 14 days, she has her wash day. She does her deep conditioner on her wash day. So there's never a wash day where she'll just wash it, condition it real quick, and we're done. It's, I'm gonna wash my hair, condition it with a good mask, which I told her it was, she can use Repair Me or any one of those, and a processing cap with a hooded dryer for 15 minutes. And then she'll rinse her hair down, detangle, that kind of stuff. So that's gonna be like, that's her traditional wash day. There's never a just wash and go. And her hair needs to be dry, so we're not gonna treat it like it's natural hair. You just wash and okay, I'm on my way out. No, it needs to be dry like what I did today, and maintained in exactly the same fashion, and you'll see a difference. No bonnets. Absolutely not.
She just invested in several bonnets.
Yeah, she can invest and donate them to someone else. No bonnets. Sorry. Anybody that knows me knows I'm like, no bonnets. She is all done.
One thing for certain, 2 things for sure. That is my child, and her hair did not take after mine.
I took off about almost 2 inches of split ends.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Her
you're
hair
very
is
welcome.
gorgeous.
Very
It's
welcome.
gorgeous.
Very welcome. She has beautiful hair naturally, so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What's your last name? Suit. Stacy, right?
That's right.
Okay. All right, my love. So you're gonna step over here. Is it tap or is it
Yes.
All right, so you'll tap it right there. There you go, and then you're gonna fill that out for me. And then put your email or your phone number if it asks, so you can get a receipt. And then sign for me. Hit it again. And then pick which way you want your receipt.
Now, does she need to put any oil on her scalp at all?
She can use like the hair balm. We have something called hair balm. It's a scalp dress, really lightweight. I wouldn't say use it as often. Like if she does oil her scalp, it'll be maybe once within like a 2-week span. Because if she's wrapping it the right way, it'll distribute anyway, and too much oil is gonna make the hair really heavy. So if she's doing it right, then she'll split the hair in 4, like 4 sections. Oil that, and in each section you split into 4. Oil that. That's it. That's all. And then after that, she'll just wrap her hair up. So usually if you're gonna do it right before you go to bed. Like maybe a day or 2 or 3 after your wash day, and then that'll get you through the next one.
Okay, where can you purchase your products?
The same
Online?
hmm Everything's there, but you went through my actual website, right? So so when you go there, you'll go to shop, and the products are broken down by collection. So for her, it would be hair repair. Even though we're not repairing, it's still maintaining, but she can use the same product.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we will text you later and you'll get back
And
to us.
I'll give you a
let us
list.
know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So it's a lot of information I gave her, so I know she's not gonna retain it all.
All right.
So I'll send it to you in a message. Oh, can you give her a card, please?
I hear that so much. There's only one sweater left, right? There's only one sweater left?
There's one left, so if she has a little star on the back of her card, she wins a flat iron. So let's see. But there's something else inside. It's a game on top of a game. So there's something in there that you can use for your next service. All right, you guys drive safely to get back, okay? And have a good holiday.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You want it curly or straight?
Oh, curly.
Curly.
That's good. Asking. I had it in mind and then, yeah, just,
You want to wear it out or you want me to wrap it?
oh, you know what? Yeah, wrap it, can wrap it. And I know how to, yeah. Because I'm just going like,
Right back on the road.
no, staying overnight.
Yeah, my dear. I shall see you tomorrow by 9:30. Thank you so much for the clean. I appreciate it. I'm sure my kids are out there like, I'm really good.
Oh, look, I already know. That's how mine would have been. They've been up like 10 times already, though, knocking.
They know not to come bother me like that. I'm not even that type, so don't even do it. They're kind of used to it now, so.
Yeah, they all got out early today.
And they've had activities. We were at Christian school for hours. They all got a chance to sit and chill.
I thought you were like at altitude or something, like, you know, jumping when I heard all the kids in the background.
No, I was in the gym with a bunch of children who are super loud, yelling about
Would you like
nothing.
some water? Are you okay?
No, thank you. Yes, I'm
Can you
okay.
take that
Yeah.
food up? No, thank you. I'm gonna warm that food up and eat it. I know that.
I have it in my car.
Are you gonna heat it up now?
Yeah, but not now, because it's gonna sit there for another 10, 15 minutes.
So just sit it in the microwave?
Just sit it right on the counter. Don't put it in my car.
Oh.
Because if you do, I'm not gonna remember, and then I'm just gonna walk out.
It's gonna be sitting there.
Nice and sour tomorrow. Thank you, dear. I'll see you in the morning.
Don't let her forget, let you pick your card.
Oh, no. All right, thank you. All right.
All right, dear.
You accept packages here?
Hmm?
You accept packages that are mailed here?
No, to the warehouse. It's easier.
Oh,
The same
No,
address
because
that's
I-
on your orders.
oh, okay.
Yeah, don't send it here because I'm not here every day either. So
Oh.
sometimes they'll be.
Because I wanted to send her some sugar cane.
Oh yeah, send it to the warehouse. I'll bring it.
Yes, okay.
Take it to the side. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't send that here.
Well, it seems like you're not here every day.
Oh, your grays are nice and gray.
She was surprised when she saw that. Yeah. That's why I meant to say it's a shameful not the condition. And like they're sitting there.
All right, you guys. So I'm just gonna give her some curls, and then I'm actually gonna wrap her because it is not the best weather here anyway.
What should I use on my hair at night?
Just wrap it at night.
And that melted. It doesn't stay. I usually wear a set bonnet.
That's why.
Oh.
Stop wearing the bonnet. Bonnets are ratchet. Stop wearing those things. Wear a scarf.
I like a cotton scarf.
You can wear silk if you want.
They don't stay on my hair. I don't know.
Well, you
why.
can use a stocking cap as well. Stocking caps work
Oh,
very
I
well
can do
because
that.
they allow you to perspire and keep the hair in place. It allows you to breathe
Oh, okay. So that's
and those
why.
things.
Because I just overheard some of the conversation and some.
I
But,
used to use
because
a
I have-
stocking cap.
I have some hair on the. It's like as I comb my hair, there are trails.
Are you
Every
doing your
day.
protein?
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes. Oh yeah, I do protein. But I
And don't do
started
it too
wondering if it
often
was the.
either.
I was wondering if it's a bonnet or what. That's what I was thinking.
Because the bonnet is not
Is that
really,
sweat?
it's not really protecting the hair, and it's actually making you sweat more. You do know that, right?
Okay.
When you would put that bonnet on, you don't
Yeah.
notice the level of heat that's under there.
Oh yeah.
So using the stocking cap, it allows you to still get air. It won't go anywhere because it can't really come off.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it keeps the hair compressed, so even if you sweat and the hair gets slightly wet, it puts it back into
Okay,
place. It's
yeah.
like a reset button.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
You know.
Thanks for that. Yeah. And then you say for when I do the whole shampoo process, to use a combination, I can use the moisture repair that I
Just do like if you're gonna, like we were saying, if you're gonna do the moisture shampoo, then do
Yeah.
the hair repair or like the Empress conditioner. Just
Oh, okay.
do the opposite of what you did for the
Okay.
shampoo versus the conditioner. And then going forward,
Okay.
I wouldn't get so much the moisture line.
Yeah.
The hair repair line works just as good for relaxed hair.
The hair
Or you-
repair online. Oh, okay. I just have to write these things down. That's why and so I can ship off all the others. I mean, because every sale I'm ordering stuff, and yeah. And I was still thinking of when I was natural, when I started following you.
When you relax, huge
Okay.
difference.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I can write all the things.
You guys see that pretty hair? Yes, and she is once again what? Relaxed. You said why no bonnets? Because they don't actually protect the hair. Bonnets are not silk. They're cheap satin or cheap polyester.
Yeah.
Okay, they make you sweat. They allow the hair to move around way too much under there. You don't necessarily wash your bonnet as often. Some on the bonnet smell like dirty clothes and sweat. How often can you guys say you wash that bonnet? Be honest. Most of you don't wash that bonnet. The bonnet smells like the drawer that you keep it in. No. Get a stocking cap. You know why? Stocking caps require you to replace them over time. Within a week to 3 weeks, you're replacing it on purpose because it gets stretched out or you lose them. Y'all get too comfortable with them stupid bonnets. All right, so we're gonna wrap her, right? But before I wrap her, I'll comb her so you guys can kind of see what we got going on here. Y'all see that? Relaxed, healthy head of hair. Look at the volume.
Thanks to Crystal and her line of products.
Thank you.
Yes. I don't do a lot of reviews, but
No, it's cool. They get to see the review. Look at that. Beautiful hair. beautiful. Look at her. Can I get some fire emojis for this beautiful hair? Hold on 1 second. So I went and got some pins so that I can wrap her. All right, so what is the verbiage that I use to describe how to do the proper wrap? What do I always say? What do I use when I say we're going to do a wrap? It's a specific verbiage that I use to remind you of what to do. What is that? For your wrap to be right. Down and around. Absolutely. Down and around.
Okay.
Thank you. Down and around. That is all. And then am I going to put the clip facing up or facing down? Let's see who remembers. Is the clip going to, the pin going to be facing up or down? Thank you, Corvette girl. Down. Valerie, thank you. Why do I say face the pin down? What is the reason for it? What is the reason I say to face it down? No impression. Thank you, Corvette girl. Good job. The pin should be turned down so that the little hook isn't sticking up.
Oh, okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Down and around, ma'am. That is it. All right, she is all done. So I'm back here in the morning. No dents. Correct. You guys are all correct. No dents. None of that. Ready? In card or cash on?
That's not to pick up those stocking caps. Oh.
All right, ready when you are. If it's a tap, you'll tap it right there. There you go. And then you'll fill that out and then put your phone number or email if it asks.
No.
Nope, you're good. All right, my dear. Let me give you. So you're going to pick a card, any card. Put it here. All right. Pick one. Let's see. Hold on. Let me bring y'all over. Pick one. There's one flat iron remaining. So I know which card has the flat iron, so we'll pick it. We'll know. Let me see the back. No flat iron. But there's another gift in there.
Oh, okay.
And then you also can choose between a rug, a planter, or if you want the last goodie bag.
Oh, no, planter. I like plants, yes.
Alright, so we have all of those. It has the you pop the ball. So pick which one you like.
What is this? Is that a plant?
It's kind of like a bin. Just a little bin.
Oh, no.
Want that one instead?
try to go back in from all my mixing, my garden.
Oh, there you go. That is courtesy of Sade.
Yes.
All right.
I need to write her name down.
It's SADE.
Oh, okay. Something. Well,
Thank you, Julie. I'm glad you guys enjoyed today. I'll be back tomorrow bright and early. Oy. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow bright and early for us to join the live again, and you guys can work with me as we have been doing for the last couple weeks. I prefer the work with me's over recording or pre-recording videos all the time. The work with me gives you an idea of what life is like in a true salon when it's just operated by one person and my clients are still not here 6 hours. So that should tell you how you should be treated at your own salons.
so I will, that I should send it to the,
Yes, ma'am.
the warehouse. So,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, that's-
All right, you guys, good night. I'm about to go home. I'll see everybody tomorrow bright and early. Share my videos, share my page with your friends, family members. Tell them to subscribe. And of course, I'll see everybody later. Peace.